We return with a breaking news update coming in. As per sources in the Health Ministry, wearing masks will not be made mandatory as yet. Only an advisory will be given to people to follow COVID-19 appropriate behaviour during the festive season, especially given that New Year's is just around the corner. It's going to be imperative to create awareness for adherence to COVID appropriate behaviour is what we're learning from sources within the Health Ministry. Now remember, Health Ministry briefing, off-camera briefing is currently underway, and these are some of the pointers that Times Now continues to pick up and learn of what is transpiring as far as that briefing is concerned, with the officials in the Health Ministry stating that COVID pandemic still continues. It's important for everyone to be careful. It's important to create awareness for adherence to COVID appropriate behavior. But Mohit, wearing masks so far will not be made mandatory. Only advisories will be given to follow COVID appropriate behavior.
Well, yes, in fact, Health Ministry sources have said that the mask will not be made mandatory. In fact, wearing masks will not be mandatory, but the advisories would be given to people to follow the COVID-appropriate norms. And this might also come as a huge relief for the people, but then the people also need to understand that if they are not being fined for not wearing masks, but they also need to understand that they have to wear masks for their safety and for the safety of others. COVID-appropriate behavior of Christmas and then the New Year, and hence there will be large gatherings, there will be parties, and hence we also need to be very, very careful. The Health Ministry and the sources within the various ministries have said that we do not have to panic. Our vaccination rate has been good. People have got the precautionary doses also, though again people should come forward. Those who have not taken the precautionary dose, they should register themselves and they should take the precautionary dose. But as of now, we need to be very, very careful. We do not need to panic, but we all need to follow the COVID-appropriate behavior. Also, what the Health Ministry sources have said is that from Tuesday onwards, the mock drill at every single government hospital would be done, because we know for a fact that when the COVID surge came during the second wave, the hospitals were full. There was lack of oxygen, and hence this time around the government do not want the rerun of it, and hence for the first time perhaps the mock drill at the hospitals from Tuesday will be done in consultation with the Central Health Ministry. Now, in some time from now, the Health Ministry would also be having the meeting with the state health ministers, and health secretaries of different states are also expected to take part in this particular meeting. But as of now, the Health Ministry has said that there is no need to panic, but people need to be vigilant. And that is why at times now we have been appealing people to maintain social distancing and follow the COVID-appropriate behavior. Yes. Because the festive season is coming in. We have Christmas coming in. We have New Year coming in. There will be large gatherings, but people need to be very, very conscious of the fact that yes, the cases of COVID are going up in China, and this new variant is also very, very dangerous, and hence they need to follow COVID-appropriate behavior. But the Health Ministry has also said that wearing masks will not be made mandatory. In fact, the advisories would be issued. So what we can expect in today's meeting is that various advisories from the Central Ministry would go to the state health ministries, and then the state health ministries in fact will implement all those advisories in their respective states. So as of now, no strict guidelines are expected from the Health Ministry, but the advisories to wear masks, to follow COVID-appropriate behavior, to follow social distancing, to avoid large gatherings is what the Health Ministry says need to be followed by people of the country. Back to you.
Absolutely. So it's not going to be made mandatory to wear masks as yet, but yes, remember how the central government via the Health Ministry has been cautioning everyone to follow COVID-appropriate behavior, which in turn means that one must keep their masks on, especially in large gatherings and in enclosed room spaces. And like Mohit is telling us, the variant of concern in China that's behind the surge in the number of cases in China is not just highly transmissible, but also has a huge immune escape mechanism, and that's exactly what's worrying several experts here in India as well. We watch out for all those developments very closely. 3 p.m. is when a meeting will also take place between the health minister and several state health ministers. We'll keep coming back to you, Mohit. In the meanwhile, it's time for us to head into a very quick break.